Alrighty, hello and welcome again to another Tuesday evening Sound Goblin stream. Thank you again for joining us. Tonight we're going to be playing Long Live the Queen. I am Grand Vizier Bograt, as always, joined by the Royal Council here. Head of the Merchants Guild, Shiv.
Indeed.
Captain
for everyone.
Captain of the Royal Guard, a.k.a. Vince.
Except the poor.
Sort of.
And the Royal Jester, Krampus. First off, I'm going to apologize about the aspect ratio of this game. See, as you may notice down in the bottom there, this game is copyright 2012. That's when this game was made. 2012, the far distant past where things like screen resolutions weren't really a thing. Without some serious hacking and file editing, there is nothing you can do to this game to make it run in anything but 1024 by 768. Including if you put it in full screen, it just takes over your whole screen and displays the game in 1024 by 768. So we're going to have some black space here. Sorry.
Deal with it.
Think of it as the ephemeral void where we're sticking all of the princesses who are going to die tonight.
Yeah.
So many princesses.
This game has a very high lethality percentage. So this is a visual novel style game, and also a trainer style game in the tradition of like Princess Maker, things like that, with a lot of death.
Except for
Yes.
cheats.
Let's put it this way.
Yep.
So checklist of deaths. And these are not the only deaths possible in the game.
Gotten too close to a sword.
I prefer choked on magical chains, not by magical chains.
On
magical chains.
So yeah, that's the kind of game we're getting ourselves into tonight. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started. We find ourselves in the presence of Jocelyn, the King Dowager, Duke of Caloris. This is our main character of the game, Elodie, the Crown Princess.
Who has been properly distressed beforehand.
Yes. So Elodie is about to come of age. She's about to have her 15th birthday, at which time she will be eligible to take the throne. It is highly unlikely she's going to make it. I'm just putting that out there.
It's not what Mother would have wanted.
What, a 15-year-old on the throne?
No, she would have wanted to die. No, she wouldn't. We don't really get to choose that, so stop bitching about it.
So yeah, specifically important to note, this is, I don't know that it necessarily really goes into this that much, but the premise of this is that you are in a matriarchal monarchic queendom, specifically a queendom that will only ever have queens ruling. Hence why the king is the King Dowager, not actually the king, because he is literally only holding the spot until Elodie comes of age.
Yeah. Basically, king regent.
Yeah, yeah. So there is an introduction to how the game works, but I have played this before, so we're going to skip it. Basic idea. We have skills.
Look at all those skills.
We have a lot of skills.
She sucks at all of them.
Realistically, there are primary skills, and then each primary skill is divided into 3 secondary skills. The combination of the secondary skills essentially makes up your ranking in the primary skills, and then skills are divided into social skills, physical skills, intellectual skills, and mystical skills.
It's worth noting that you'll never have the skill you need.
You also have moods. So these moods are on spectrums between angry and afraid, cheerful and depressed, willful and yielding, and pressured and lonely. Different things you encounter, different things you interact with will shift these, and you will always have a dominant mood. So right now, the mood we have the most of is depressed, so we are depressed. Back here under skills, you will notice, because we are currently depressed, If we train expression or animal handling, we will actually get a bonus to it, which means we will get a bigger increase to those skills if we train them while we're depressed. Meanwhile, we have a penalty to royal demeanor, conversation, and athletics, which means we will get less boost to them from training those. This becomes a very intricate balancing act to get the most out of the skills you actually need to train for various things, and also managing moods in a certain way to try and have the best benefit for the skills you want to train. Some things are somewhat out of your control, though. Sometimes mood shift events will just happen. So there are outfits you can unlock throughout the game for various things. Right now, all we have is our uniform from the boarding school we had been attending. And then there is the meat of the trainer aspect of the game. So we have morning classes and evening classes. We basically have access to the same classes for morning and evening. Yeah. And we get to choose each time as to what we are going to train. I have played this game a fair amount. Still haven't actually really gotten the best ending for it. But, that being the case, I've played it a lot, so I'm actually going to leave it to my council of advisors to determine what they think we should do. So some discussion, guys. What do you think we should have Elodie learn in the morning?
What's the most obscure skill? Because that's one that's going to be necessary to save us. We do have bonuses to animal handling.
Yes, we do have animal... Right now we have bonuses to animal handling and... What was the other one?
You can go to Vood to see it.
Expression. Expression and animal handling were the two we have bonuses to because all poets are depressed. And we currently have penalties to royal demeanor, conversation, and athletics.
Which I kind of wish it would show on the screen.
I mean, you can jump back and forth between them as you wish. It doesn't actually lock you in. Like, I could literally go here. I could say expression in the morning, and then you have each of the classes just to show you have different actual ways you can do it because... Come over here, expression has decoration, instrument, and voice. So you actually have specifics in those. Also, notably, because of our current mood, is also why we have like these penalties to royal demeanor and conversation right now.
Yeah.
Is because of that. So the bonuses and penalties are not only to the actual learning of them, but also to any checks involving them at the time.
So, obviously we need to do falcon handling and finance management.
I would 100% behind Falcon Man, or Falcon Manning.
Okay.
Falconing is a very important, absolutely royal skill. She should know that.
Sure. Any ideas for the evening class, gents?
Well, I say we double down on falcon handling.
I am going to veto that only because in this game, Shiv is not kidding. Checks will come up,
And they will not necessarily have
on
any
everything
relevance.
with no fucking... like, absolutely. The checks in this are more random than Tales of the Arabian Nights. I'm not kidding.
In the immortal words of the Wu-Tang.
Out of nowhere, there'll be a check. How are you
Diversify
a
your
naval
bullets.
military? It's like, what? We're talking about land distribution.
Owen gives you a coin look at the ball.
I have
What's your
actually played
horse
this
score?
before, I'm well aware.
I'm behind the idea of, what do you want?
Finance
Or
management.
finance management.
Economics. Was it economics? There's finance management under.
If it's anywhere, it's economics,
Accounting.
accounting.
Well, there was one specifically this. Oh, foreign intelligence was the one I was seeing.
That's
Never
different.
mind, Yeah. So let's go accounting.
Yeah.
Them is tiny words on the screen. I'm a jester, not the royal court physician.
Okay, accounting.
Accounting.
So we've chosen our classes. Now let's see how Elodie does.
Dead in the first day. Dead in the first day.
I don't think it's possible to actually die on the first day.
It's possible to slay on the first day.
If I remember, unlike their other games, this was actually fixed skill growth.
Yes, depend upon it is fixed skill growth, but the bonuses and penalties apply.
Fixed skill growth as opposed to save skill growth.
Yeah, and as you can see, when we train certain stuff at certain thresholds, we will get certain events. So since we hit 10 in Falcons, we visit the Muse and learn about different kinds of trainable birds, their preferred nesting sites, behavior, and food.
Can.
And in the afternoons, we brush up on basic mathematics with the help of an abacus, because we also hit 10 there. So you'll see here we only got to 10 in accounting because we had 5 days at a regular rate, which is 2 per day, roughly.
Yeah.
Falconry, we got up to 15 because we had the bonus for being depressed, which apparently makes us better at dealing with birds.
Well, animals in general. Make us feel better.
So now we've come to the end of the first week and our first event. Cousins and our aunt and uncle have come to visit. Lucille, Countess of Nyx. Certainly no nefarious plans on her part.
Remember, if your country has an X in its name, you're evil.
Countess.
And Laurent, the Duke of Merva.
No, neither one of these people are evil. This is just to throw us off the actual threat. Some sort of wizard who will show up out of nowhere. Oh, what's that? You've been practicing in sword play? Well, too bad! I'm a wizard!
And here is Charlotte, Lady Merva.
Those eyes full of evil.
They're going to be here a whole month. So, again, like I said, a lot of times the mood changes will be kind of out of your control. So, because Charlotte has come to visit, and we like our cousin Charlotte, Elodie has gained 1 cheerful. Now, for the weekend, we get to go to different places and potentially do things. So our options are, we go talk to our father. You can see there it has question marks. We don't know what that's going to do. We can attend court, which gives us +2 yielding, +1 depressed, and +1 pressured. We can explore the castle, which gives us +1 lonely and +1 afraid. We can visit the tomb of our mother, which gives us +1 depressed and +1 afraid. We can attend a service, which gives us -1 depressed. We can walk in the gardens, which gives us +1 lonely and +1 cheerful. We can sneak out, which gives us +2 willful and +1 lonely. We can play with our toys, which gives us +1 yielding, +1 lonely, and +1 cheerful. We can visit Charlotte, our cousin Lottie. This, again, we don't know what it's going to do.
Yep.
Or we can visit the dungeons, which at the moment has no effect.
I'm fine with visiting Lottie. I mean, her eyes are full of dark evil red, but she's probably fine.
I'm debating whether or not I'm going to give you guys control of the weekends, or if I'm going to take that. We can also check our moods when we're in the weekend section, so we can kind of see where we're at. It should be noted, by the way, I find it very odd for the attend service.
Why so?
Attend service is the only one that has a minus. It gives us -1 depressed rather than +1 cheerful. I think it's just a relic of like an old design, because
More than likely.
there are other things that give us plus cheerful.
I wonder if it's a case of it'll remove depression but won't make us cheerful.
Possibly. I usually do like walk in the gardens or play with toys anyways if I'm trying to get rid of depression, so. Because anything that, if I'm being real, anything that shifts a single mood is usually not worth bothering.
Is it just the mood shifts on those, or other events occur?
Potentially other events can occur. I don't know that there's any that matter in attending service, honestly.
God smites you for being a heathen. Because you didn't have enough abacus score.
I'm going to take this weekend. We're going to sneak out.
Okay.
Alright. We sneak out and get killed by a bandit. No. Okay.
Okay.
Eaten by bears.
So we are still depressed.
Yep.
So in this instance, we are actually equally willful as we are angry. If we had managed to get like one more cheerful and depressed was here, it can change the mood, but usually it defaults to whichever one you were already in. So, as you can see over here, we now have 10 accounting, 15 falcons, and that has changed our overall checks by the smallest amount. So each one of these
Adds to the overall.
essentially adds to the overall, but adds in a very small amount. It's a fractional amount, essentially. So because we have 15 falcons, we have an extra 0.15 to animal handling as a whole. It is very rare that checks will be on specific skills. A lot of times the checks are more general, but everything within the skills matters. However, there are some very important checks that are on very specific skills, and it doesn't matter what you have in the other related skills. You don't have that skill, you're fucked. So what are we thinking class-wise
Well,
this
clearly,
week?
since we know how to deal falcons now, we need to learn how to deal horses.
Horses is huge.
Oh, this is huge.
And then, do we want to do expression just to get a benefit from our bonus, or
Yeah, she probably.
alternatively, we should learn about military logistics?
Let's go with vocal expressions.
I would actually say learn about intrigue. Because now we've had intrigue move in internal affairs.
Sure.
Sure.
Intrigue has come. It's in our house.
You say that.
I mean, it's going to ask us about pole
Yeah,
arms.
yeah.
but
You
check us.
say that like knowing about the affairs of nobles is going to have any bearing on actually dealing with our aunt, uncle, and cousins. So yeah, you can see here we actually had a little bit of a difference there because we got 15.82. So it's not the. It is modified by our current skill and the overall skill as well as our bonuses to moods. So because we were at 1.15, our growth rate was
It's higher,
1.15.
yeah.
So the more you focus in a skill, the faster the sub-skills of that skill will grow. But you don't want to too heavily focus in a given
Single
skill
skill.
because the game will fuck you for it.
Yes.
Walk around the stables, meeting the royal horses, learning about their breeds and the names of different parts of their anatomy.
I mean, don't worry too much about it. We're going to die. Accidentally right-click there. Until you have children of your own, your maternal uncle, the Duke of Merva, is next in line for the crown, and after him would be his daughter, your cousin Charlotte. That gets into weirdness because of the whole
She's next in line for the crown because she's the next female.
female, but he's her regent, effectively.
Yeah.
There's a commotion outside. Juliana, the Duchess of Ursula, has come to pay respects in honor of our mother.
Bear country.
You have no respect, Your Honor. It's because of you and your powers that my wife is dead.
What?
What? So, she is a lumen, as was our mother. And lumens are willing to give their life to protect their domain. Apparently, her line has been traitors for 200 years, and our dad doesn't want her corrupting us. But it's up to us to decide. Our mother apparently, maybe, trusted Juliana according to Juliana.
That seems trustworthy.
Ah, that made the option of letting her or sending her away, arresting her, or letting her stay.
She seems fine.
I say we send her away. The less variables we have in this, the better.
Yeah, I'm fine with sending her
We don't
away.
want to kill her. We just don't want her
Right.
around.
2 votes for send her away, so... For that we get 1 angry and 1 yielding, because we gave in to what our father wanted.
She won't.
So now, going to the dungeons gives us 1 willful and 1 angry. If we had arrested Juliana, we could actually go
Talk
visit
to her
her in the dungeons. If we had let her stay, she would be over here, I believe. We could go talk to her. I'm going to sneak out again. I'm trying to push willful because I do actually like that mood. So you can
Still
see,
depressed.
we are matched in willful and depressed, but because depressed was already the emotion we were on, it's the prevailing emotion, so we stick with that. Alright, what do we think?
Well, you need to learn about dogs now that we've learned about horses and falcons.
Like dags?
Like dags.
Alright, what shall we do in the evening then?
Military logistics.
Military logistics. Clearly, we have inadvertently pissed off the lumens, and they will come back wanting to kill us.
Okay. One thing I will note that actually separates this a little bit from the majority of trainer games is that there is no actual, like, stress or, like, tired meter. We just, we
get
take
your 2
classes.
options.
We get 2 options every time. We don't have to manage,
We don't
like,
have
getting
to,
rest.
Oh, we have
and
to
stuff like
rest.
that.
Make sure we don't. Yeah.
Visit
Dags.
the kennels and learn about different breeds of dags.
Dags.
That's dog. That's long dog. That's skinny dog.
We learn about the types and amounts of food required for an army on the march and how long they will remain edible. The army or the food?
Well,
Oh.
edible armies.
We
Okay.
subsist on dead princesses.
By the way, there's this thing over here which can tell us about people that are talking currently. So we can see here that, like, Charlotte is heir to the Duchy of Merva. She's 13.
Her eyes are full of
Her,
evil.
her certainly not evil mother is Lucille, Countess of Nyx. Her certainly not evil father is Laurent, the Duke of Merva. She has a sister named Zara and a brother named Emery.
She is third in line to the throne.
So then, like, if we do this. That, by the way, is the reason why technically our uncle is next in line, because we are 1 year older than Lottie. So if we somehow died and Lottie had not yet reached 15, as soon as Lottie is 15 and we are 16, Lottie is next in line. Also, we have another uncle, Armand, the Duke of Mazamba.
Yes, that's her paternal uncle.
A snake!
A snake!
Snack!
We failed a reflexes check. We got bit by a snake. It was a milk viper.
Viper.
They're poisonous. I don't feel so good.
Your eyes are huge for tracking predators.
Hold on.
She's a witch!
Lottie has healing magic. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
There are snakes here. We can't stay.
Snakes.
Sure, why not? Sneak out again. So now, as you can tell by the expression on her face, we're now willful.
She reminds me of one of those spiders that has the huge eyes that everybody likes to post on Twitter.
So willful gives us bonuses to intrigue, military, and a skill we can't train, and a penalty to royal demeanor, history, and economics.
Ah. Well then.
If only we could train that skill. If only we had a lumen or something.
Now we sent her away. She's going to be trusted.
What do you guys think?
Well, we have better military and economics now.
We do.
And intrigue?
Yes. Military, intrigue, and military.
Intrigue and military.
We're actually penalty to economics.
Okay. Well, cover military strategy since we already know military.
Yeah.
Military, do we have strategy or naval strategy?
I mean, the chance of a random navy coming up to attack us is something, but I think strategy in general will benefit us. And then, since we already know about internal affairs, we might as well learn about foreign intelligence. No, never mind. Ciphering.
Sure. Learn to
We
read
don't,
and
need to
write.
know about, we don't need to know about foreign affairs. We have to worry about secret codes.
As long as we can crack their codes, we'll know what they're planning.
Exactly.
Study the strengths and weaknesses of different weapons in battle formations. We see swords beat spears, spears beat horses.
Or else be that, but none of it will matter because your opponent uses magic.
That's dragons.
Digron.
Practice reading words whose letters have been arranged in reverse order. The simplest of transpositions, which anyone literate can puzzle through if they try, but sometimes useful to hide information.
Yep.
Yeah.
In plain sight.
Yeah, I know.
Cass seems quieter with Charlotte, Anne, Emery, and Zara and their parents gone.
We'll stop building their webs.
Certainly not empty, though. It seems like we get more servants every day. Okay, so we already have maxed out Willful, so we don't need to worry on that anymore.
So, stop being depressed.
Sure. No other events this weekend. What do we want to do?
What's in agility? Let's start diversifying.
Dance, reflexes, and flexibility.
Flexibility.
Okay.
And faith.
Divination.
Sure.
That works.
This helps us foresee the horrible things coming for us.
then to relax and evaluate the tension in your body, then to practice the different types of motion available to each of your joints, twisting, shifting, and rotating. Learn that the gods cannot be forced to divulge information about the future, and that the most powerful omens are those which arrive unexpectedly. One of the maids approaches for your attention. My lady, couriers have arrived from the Duke of Sedna. We have a Duke of Sedna?
Of course.
No, my lady, the Duchy of Sedna is in Talas. I have a letter and a gift. Yeah, condolences, deeply regret, best wishes.
Where's the check?
Oh, what a beautiful necklace.
This is a trap. Something sparkly will make you feel better.
Yep.
Let's go talk to Dad. She magicked so hard she had a heart attack.
Yep.
What are we learning this week, fellas?
Weapons.
Maybe we should actually learn some social skills.
Why would you do that? Archery.
Let's go conversation.
Court manners.
You learn how to twist and wax bowstring from a variety of fibers. You review the correct readings for guests according to rank and when to extend your hand to another. All nobles expect their due honors.
It's important to learn these things. We've already done the check. Let's go and check against them.
Exactly.
Celine, the priest of the second circle, approaches us. What do you want?
See what she has going.
Okay.
The Kraken!
Krakens? Okay, we start learning
Naval
about Naval plans.
What are the chances of a naval battle?
We're not doing that. I'm not going to be a witch.
We're totally doing that.
Witchcraft is heresy. It killed Mom.
I'm using my veto power. Damn it.
You don't have veto power, only I do. I have the mouse.
Look, this kingdom has survived for generations with nothing but falconry and pole arms.
So important to note there, by the way, if we let Juliana stay,
Yeah.
she actually gives us our Mother's Crystal of Power and is our Lumen teacher. If we send her away, we are given a second chance with Celine.
Don't need it.
No,
Which we
Magic
have,
got us into this trouble. It's not going to get us out of it.
do not
That
take
didn't
us
get
to
us
some
in trouble to
conjurer
begin
cheap
with.
tricks.
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't.
get rid of some afraid by going to services.
Double naval.
Double what?
Double
Naval
naval.
strategy in case of Kraken attack.
Yeah, it's in case of Kraken attacks. It's a very serious problem.
Any dissenting opinions?
I say go
Yes.
with naval strategy in the morning, and then in the evening, go with
What's our history?
History.
History is Novan history, which is our kingdom. Foreign affairs, which is history of like relationships
Say
between
world
us and neighbors,
history.
and world history, which is long-term information about the world in general.
let's do world history.
Yeah.
I'm determined to not take advantage of our.
You learn that the sea is not something you hold; it is something you travel across. Naval strategy ensures your free travel while denying it to your enemies.
No, we get a bonus to military, actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we have a penalty to.
Yes,
Screw it up.
because
Yeah.
we're too willful to properly focus on the subject right now.
We've got nothing for doing that.
And we fail every check we do so far.
That's kind of par for the course for this game.
Yeah. Apologize.
Punish.
Apologize. We're not a witch.
Now, if we're a witch, we'd build a bridge out of her.
Get rid of that depressed you guys gave us by making nice with the maid.
Exactly.
Not people, they're servants.
Exactly.
And yes, as a refresher, we have a bonus to intrigue, military, and lumen. We currently have a penalty to royal demeanor, history, and economics.
In other words, don't try to do anything with royal
With royal demeanor, history, or economics.
So continue Navy. So I feel like that's going to be important for practice.
Okay.
Medicine.
Medicine gives us herbs, battlefield medicine, or
Battlefield
poison.
Poison.
We already dealt with the poison.
No?
A second poison.
Yeah, we did. We got bit by a snake.
Yes, but we can apply poison now.
That's not what that's for.
Study different kinds of ships, their speed, maneuverability, and standard complement of weapons. First treatment for most ingested poisons is to purge the stomach by forcing the victim to eat powdered charcoal, which can absorb dangerous substances.
Medieval times.
There's a man here to see you, which is crowdfunding for a project of his.
Okay, it's called Subverse.
Remember, the treasury is not unlimited. If you choose to invest, you'll have less money to work with later. I have a plan to print books using metal letters, which can be moved and reused.
You want this Gutenberg?
Need to borrow 875 lassie to assemble the metal and a factory to mold and cast the type. This system, we'll be able to create new books in a fraction of the time it takes now, and make copies to send all over the world. We don't know shit about production and trade.
Just, we are not interested.
Yep. No, we are not actually given the option unless we pass the check.
Yeah. So, here's my question.
Uh-huh.
Are all of the events preordained in this? Like the end of day events before we choose
Yes.
these?
Yeah.
Okay. So it is possible through sheer trial, effort, and dead child body weight to figure out a rough path through the game. that you
Sort
want
of.
to take.
There is still absolutely RNG, because
Oh, yeah.
all of those checks are not solely based off of our raw stat. There is
Yeah.
actually dice
There's a
rolling
roll.
behind the
Yeah.
behind
Yeah.
the scenes.
But we can actually, like, start weighing them in our favor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Affected by willfulness.
Those miserable people in the dungeon.
All right, what are we learning, fellas?
Athletics, reflexes. Oh no, that's
Agility is reflexes.
I second agility reflexes for the morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then...
Conversation is something. Because I don't think we're penalized on conversation.
No, we are only penalized on royal demeanor out of the social skills right now.
Public speaking?
flattery.
Flattery, actually, yeah.
Okay. Teacher walks around you, prodding a finger at you slowly in order to train you in blocking those touches without triggering fear or faster breathing. Triggering fear.
Stranger danger.
It's important to make eye contact when saying nice things about someone.
It's not hard for her to make eye contact.
Here's Banyan, the Duke of Marie, the Earl of Serenitatis.
Send him away! His title is too long.
The Ixionite occupation of the County of Imbrium has gone on for too long, and now is the time to push back.
Oh, for the love of God.
Failed our foreign affairs test.
Maybe we should say foreign affairs.
Oh
Oh my god, we succeeded at something!
We do have plenty of troops, so it shouldn't be that
Our
hard to
excessive
try them
military
out.
training has come.
We want to make a fight of it. So do we want to try to negotiate, or do we prepare
Oh god,
for
no, we're
battle?
terrible at negotiating.
Yeah, no, we're good at fighting.
We're gonna hedge our bets. It's time for war. What's the one thing we're good at?
have a crack.
Well, we have a lot of naval practice.
Oh, God.
Ah, we actually passed that court manners test as well.
I just
like jewelry.
It's shiny. It's like, you're so dumb.
We passed 2 checks. I need to go buy a lotto ticket.
See, all that military training, all that worrying about Krakens has paid off.
We continue to be willful,
Yep.
although lonely is fast approaching.
I'm for more military training. It's paid off so far.
Okay, military.
Logistics. Some more logistics.
Okay.
Faith lore.
All right. Faith, lore. Any dissent to that?
Nah, seems fine.
Okay. Study the kinds of equipment that soldiers need available, such as bedding, weapons, armor, medicine, bandages, and the tools to repair anything damaged.
Like soldiers.
Only a lumen can channel magic, and only with the help of an attuned crystal. The ability to control a crystal seems to be inherited, so crystals can be passed from parent to child, upon the lumen's death. So we got a report on the outcome of the battle against the Ixionites. We succeeded in driving them out of Marie, but it cost you almost a full battalion of soldiers and a great deal of material. We lost 939 soldiers.
Christ almighty.
Could have done better.
So we improved our relations with the Duke of Marie, but it cost us a lot of soldiers.
Also, interesting enough, we didn't get a choice in the outcome of the battle. We only
No.
got the choice of, I bet we can win this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know for the future.
It was their problem.
Yeah.
Sorted out themselves.
Ixion has invaded Marie. Sounds like a Marie problem to me. So we do retain Willful,
Yep.
only
We
because
got a bit of pressured.
we got pressured. What are we thinking, fellas?
I'm all for military strategy to continue our heavy military dominance.
Sure.
We're still getting bonuses to
We
it.
are.
Yep.
As long as those bonuses hold out.
We haven't done any athletics, have we?
No. Do we have a penalty athletic right now? I don't
No,
remember
we're
this.
penalty athletic
We
was on
started
depressed.
with one.
We are no longer depressed. We do not have penalty
running?
athletics. Yeah, our current penalties are royal demeanor,
Yeah, let's go for it.
Royal demeanor, economics, and
Econ-
history.
yeah, economics and history. Running?
Yep.
Yeah.
Study the effects of battle stress on troops and how morale can turn the tide of combat. We study military recruitment and the importance of training and motivation in making soldiers who can trust and depend on each other. Unlocked a new outfit. Practice walking at a brisk but comfortable pace for a set length of time every day. Keythong. Is that like a really uncomfortable keyblade?
I've moved the horse head, Sora! Watch it jiggle.
What's a Keithall?
Oh boy.
About 350. It has a body of an enormous golden cat, a sharp beak, and spikes on its back.
Okay. We can totally take it. Traditional policy is ass. How about we just burn the fort?
Wow!
Are you sure we should be listening to this asshole?
There's a reason he wasn't.
What's next? You gonna have a fit? We try and eat a chicken in front of you?
We are nihilists, Teledy. We believe in nothing. Say what you want about Sedna. At least I have an ethos. Tolerance, the Duke of Sedna, will be arriving next week for an official visit. Let's go look at peasants again.
Oh,
New
we got
outfit.
it.
Yes, we have our boost. Our,
Oh shit!
our
Even
military
more
outfit, which
military.
boosts our military. If we actually now go look at our skills, our military is currently plus 1.98.
Military's fantastic. Let's keep boosting that military.
As long as we've got the boost for
Might
it.
as well throw some more naval in there.
Yeah, why not?
All right, naval strategy, and what should we do for the evening classes?
Um,
Which are actually afternoon classes, even though here it says evening.
Conversation.
court manners.
Some more court manners going.
We haven't done public speaking yet, actually.
Yeah, but we do have a visiting noble coming next
that's
week.
true.
Yep.
Yeah. As I recall from the few times I've played this game, you can't really go reactionary quite that well, but we can at least stack the deck in our favor.
You learn about the requirement for all civilized sailors to rescue the crew of a sinking ship, even an enemy. You learn about the challenges to naval warfare posed by unpredictable weather, as well as the dangers of sailing too close to an unknown coastline. There might be krakens.
It could be Krakens. Apparently it's an issue right
As a person of highest rank within the domain, no one may sit at any formal event unless you give them permission, and no one must ever turn their back on you. If they do, you are intended to recognize the insult by beheading them. Hi, Talarist.
With your ninja info
Fail
cards.
flat. We should probably politely
I
decline.
I mean, there's going to be ramifications to it because we did start wearing his necklace, and that means something. But
I go play it.
yeah, still politely decline.
All right.
I mean, damned if we do, and damned if we
Oh, we
don't.
failed the court manners.
Yup. Probably gonna
That
go
may not have
Warhawks.
been gentle.
Hey, not been the most gentle thing to tell him that he's a pedoass.
So we do have the option
He
to
is a
go
pederast.
here and tour the barracks, but we lose Willful from that and gain pressured.
Ah, two of the barracks. Let's be a military outfit.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 9 battalions and 2 platoons under our direct command. There were 10 battalions.
Oh, you know, things happen. We won, though.
So what are we doing?
Military logistics. 'Cause I'm like all in on military now. I'd actually like to start learning history, but we're not good at it right now.
No.
The penalties are heinous. It's basically not even worth doing things we have penalties for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Economics, we don't have a penalty
Or we
for?
do more medicine. Oh, we do.
We do have, yeah, it's currently Royal Demeanor, Economics,
And
and
history.
history.
We do more medicine.
Okay.
Could do more medicine.
Battlefield medicine, since we're all in warfare.
Sure.
Sure. Look, we're making a lot of enemies politically, but we are going to murder the shit out of them.
Study different kinds of transport. Animals, wagons, sleighs, ships, boats, and boots.
Yeah.
Boots are kind of transport, sure. You learn about the support costs created by support. The more equipment you have, the more people and animals are needed to move them. And then those people and animals also need to be fed and equipped. You learn about the difficulty of obtaining new supplies from the field. Enemy civilians may hide or destroy supplies rather than let them fall into your hands, and friendly civilians may not stay friendly if robbed. You learn that wounds, even minor ones, should be washed as soon as possible to prevent dirt from growing under the skin.
Dirt doesn't grow.
Medieval peasants.
Woman has been convicted of attempted murder and requests the mercy of the crown. The slattern dares to beg pardon when she admits she tried to poison my sister under her own roof. Which sister? Does it matter?
Yes.
Coruscant, the Duchess of Mead. She alright? She's unharmed. Got the culprit in the kitchen before anyone could eat her foul spew. Well, what do you have to say for yourself? It's justice it is! Them devils killed me brother and broke me mam's heart. Lied to her they did when she went to see why he'd not come back. Said he'd gone for a soldier when he never would. He weren't the only one, neither. I waited 10 years for my chance to get me own back. That's justice. See? She's completely unrepentant. Hang her and be done with it.
Well,
It's only attempted murder.
she is unrepentant, though.
Yes. Well, putting her to work seems like an immensely stupid idea.
Look, if we be lenient to everyone who's
I say
who
we
hates the
imprison her.
monarchy, we're
Yeah,
never
I'll
going
go
to
for prison as well.
I'd say prison, yeah.
To the oubliette. You'll not have me. Never catch me alive, copper. Clean that
Clean
up.
that up.
Or not.
Now you can survive in this ruthless world.
So, pressured now?
Angry.
Now we are angry.
So we have a bonus to weapons and military,
Excellent.
a penalty to royal demeanor, expression, animal handling, and medicine.
Okay,
But we can
study
actually learn
history
history! Okay, so we continue military since we still have a bonus.
All right, more naval strategy. Making an executive decision there.
And we got to do some history now, so let's
Yes.
learn some history of our own damn country.
What the hell did they teach you in school?
It was a boarding school, so probably mostly how to hate nuns and be a lesbian.
Right then.
What about the use of ships and transporting ground soldiers between locations? You study the cost, time, and materials required to construct new ships. We have actually almost maxed out naval,
One more naval thing we've maxed out, Navy.
basically.
The sea is no longer our
You're
enemy.
about the history of your domain. Hundreds of years ago, Nova was the center of a great empire, spanning the length of the western coast, as well as a few island territories. Over time, your influence has waned.
How in your 14 years of life have you not learned even basic history of your own goddamn country?
As you are walking one day in the gardens, you hear a strange sound and look up to see an owl flying overhead. A single dry leaf flutters in its talons.
Oh, falcons!
What?
That's not a falcon! Yes, you used your falcon knowledge to know that that's
Yes!
not a falcon.
All right, somebody here wants crowdfunding for a project. Comes to us on behalf of the people. We wish to build a hospital where any citizen afflicted with disease can be brought for treatment. Putting all the sick people together, wouldn't that make them die even faster?
Socialized medicine, not in my
She fails to understand how hospitals work. Well, actually, she succeeds to understand how hospitals work on accident, but fails to understand how hospitals work in general.
She fails to understand how hospitals are supposed to work.
Yes.
Supposed to.
Wait, go over the
What?
the attend service. I thought that changed.
It does.
It does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They actually do change.
Interesting. Okay. Italians,
Okay, let's finish off Navy.
All right.
naval strategy.
Foreign affairs?
Archery.
Okay, for archery.
We do have
We do
bonus to
bonus
weapons
weapons,
right
right.
We
now.
finally can do weapons
Yeah,
now. The bonus. So.
Finish
Study
off.
blockades, both setting them and breaking them. Study the effect of cannons against coastal installations such as enemy docks and seaside villages. You study the difficulty of a sneak attack at sea and ways that it can be achieved. Nothing more to learn about naval strategy. We are the monarch of the sea. We are the ruler of the Queen's Navy. And to cut, fletch, and tie arrows. That really sucks, by the way. Fletching arrows is the hardest goddamn thing. Festival of the Good Lady is approaching. A public celebration for the commoners, followed by grand gala for the nobility.
Oh God!
A grand ball. There will be dancing.
So many failed checks.
As queen, you would be expected to lead the procession and take part in the ceremonial planting, possibly give a speech. However, since you are not yet crowned, it is not required, and it may not be safe to expose you to the public. What do you mean, not safe?
Outside the castle, you may die.
Also got a letter from Briony, one of our school friends. Her mother is the Duchess of Mead. She's complaining that her mother still won't let her come home for the
Mead's not
holiday.
actually
Is that
area.
an official title? She's just a drunk.
No, she's just a drunk.
Apparently, her uncle Kevin has been acting strangely lately and shouting at shadows. Kevin, for reference, was that guy who was in the trial.
Yeah.
Who, his sister is the Duchess of Mead, tried to be poisoned by that chick we imprisoned.
Ah.
Kevin is the redhead who was
Yeah.
shouting at us
Who's now
about it.
shouting at shadows. Are mood chain?
Nope, still angry.
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 Yeah,
What
angry
what is angry at penalties to?
a lot.
A lot.
Royal demeanor, expression, animal handling, and medicine.
A lot of the stuff I'd want to research if we were going to be making a speech. That's not about
No,
fighting.
no, we still
things
have
on the
conversation. Conversation's still
No,
good.
conversation is fine. That's public speaking.
ocean. Yes.
Yeah,
We
let's
should
do
probably
public speaking.
Yeah, that's super.
And let's do
Logistics.
agility. Or dance. There's a chance we have to dance coming up.
Okay. Practice curtsying, standing, and walking across the floor in a graceful manner. Practice tongue-twisting sequences of syllables to improve your enunciation.
So we have the option of leading the parade but not making the speech.
We do have the option of leading the parade but not making the speech, but keeping in mind, when it says lead the parade, that is a processional, it is a dance.
Yes, the other option is we can parade and make a speech, in which case we're not leading the parade, I think, in that case.
No, it is lead the parade and to make a speech, or just not go.
Well, we have to go with the Queen.
I think
No, we're not.
That's true. Actually, I don't necessarily care if people don't like us. We have the military on our side.
Yeah, if we're not going, because I think we suck at both these skills.
Yep. No, I don't have time for this. Yell at her.
Confess your fears. I just
Yell at her.
The Queen yields for no one.
None of your goddamn business! Why are you in here anyway? Are you trying to steal something?
They're like mice.
I keep trying to get us pressured, you asshole. You keep making me angry.
Nope, still angry.
Yeah, no, we're still angry. We got more angry.
Hey, I tried not to.
Okay, so we need to
I get outvoted every
so we need to
time.
finish out our other military stuff.
Indeed. Or
Strategy.
Coastal logistics, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what else do we want to do?
I would like noted, by the way, I am baffled that running by committee we have survived to the 17th year.
Swords.
Yeah.
Sure.
When the maid inevitably tries to shiv us. No.
Study how to determine when to jettison or destroy excess goods for speed, and how to avoid overreaching. You learn about how to calculate enemy war preparations based on the movement of goods within their lands. Armies do not spring up full-formed overnight. Take up a wooden sword and practice correct grips and stances. Pointy bit goes in the other guy.
Which is amazingly
I can say
hard with
this.
one sword.
You ready for the grand?
I'm a
ball?
fencing instructor.
We're gonna fail so many checks, we're just literally gonna explode into a meat pile.
Well, you just missed 4 failed checks in a row.
Well, that was fast.
Oh boy.
Obviously someone younger than you.
Someone about our age, someone younger than us, someone older than us, someone already married, or someone scandalous. Because somebody already married is apparently not scandalous.
Well, it's just prima noctis, but...
About our age? Or scandalous for the Queen, 'cause fuck 'em. Do what I want.
I'm going with younger.
I'm actually going with younger, too.
Okay.
Too bad, I override you inside
Scandalous!
the We're going with someone scandalous.
Yes!
Fortunately, we can't dance for shit.
Nah.
Correct. But
Or have court matters of flattery for it. We have some training in that.
Badion.
that is because we chose to step in and kick the crap out of the Ixianans.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Sense magic.
Oh, boy!
It's fine. Alright, let's
Continue to be
let's
angry.
finish off logistics.
Okay.
history. Let's do more Novan history.
Sure. Some of the benefits of looting as a troop motivator versus the negative effect on civilian populations. You learn to calculate how effective military strength wanes over distance from a home position as it becomes more difficult to put pieces into play. You learn how to delay the advance of an invading force by disrupting their transport and communications. Set fire to their wagons.
Slash and burn.
Nova's history involves an endless slew of names and dates, even as small as it's become. There are 10 dukedoms, no, 11 now, plus the royal line. You hope no one expects you to memorize every lineage.
They do!
A bouquet has arrived for us.
It's from the Duchess.
Unusual, long spikes of red, thick with nectar, and emitting a strong fragrance. Nothing like the delicate blossoms in most vases.
Oh, failed poison.
Told you we need more poison.
We did dance with the Duchess.
We're over. Huh.
Give them to Alice. That way we'll be able to see if they're poisoned.
Who was Alice again?
The maid.
Someone who's about to be dead, that's who.
I don't know what you're talking about, just because we failed a poison check.
The military queen cares for nothing.
Lonely is the throne.
I'm not a queen, but a god. I don't care. Take.
Congratulations, you found a hidden stat.
Yes. Who is this harlot? We're bad at flattery.
I don't think we have the skills to pull off any of these, which is the going to least get us in war.
Shame her with silent scorn.
I go Chamber of Silence card.
I will also agree Shaper with Silence Cord. Yep.
Fine.
Yeah!
He doesn't want to be angry.
This train never ends.
I'll be seeing more of you in the grave. I'll put both of you in the grave.
Don't you fucking look at me like that. You're a nice lady, nothing more.
Look, just because you can't pass a presence check.
Yeah, and it ain't gonna fucking happen. What are you worried about?
No, you're not.
Oh, God.
Continue our push towards something besides angry.
Literally anything at this point.
I fucking can't. You idiots keep choosing angry off.
Right, let's start working on strategy. I think we'll do more strategy before we max that out. We're bad at intrigue right now.
Yes.
Yes.
Well-
Foreign affairs.
Let's work on more poison, I think, because I have a feeling people are going to try and poison us in the future.
Are we bad at medicine?
We're not great at medicine.
Well, no, I think he's talking about...
No, yes, we do have a... We
no.
actually don't have a penalty to intrigue.
Intrigue!
Foreign intelligence, I think, is the
Sure,
one we
why
haven't
not?
done yet. Yeah.
Learn about how units reinforce each other in the field, gaining strength through proximity and the covering of weaknesses. You study the effects of different kinds of battle terrain for both offense and defense. You study the power of ranged weapons, from arrows to thrown fire and sand, and how the threat of such attacks can shift the enemy's response.
Now 20 barracks in the weekends.
We already could.
Yeah.
Current Duke of Sedna is 26 years old and unmarried. He might be considered a good marriage prospect for you if you desire stronger ties with the domain of Talas. Already fucked that one up.
Yep. Oh,
Got a
partial
partial
success.
success. We raise taxes, keep them same, or lower taxes.
Keep them the same.
Keep them the same.
Keep them the same.
We're still angry.
We're not going to be unangry for a while.
But still
Okay,
strange.
so we're keeping on strategy, sure. What do we do for the evening? You're gonna have to make decisions soon. We're almost out of military
I know.
research.
Yeah.
Poison?
Still bad at medicine.
Yeah.
That's right, no, we're bad at medicine. We're bad at economics too. I do economic stuff. Conversation?
More horses.
I'm fine with more horses.
Sure.
We are currently
Oh,
out
yeah,
of
yeah,
ammo.
never mind.
Never mind.
Sorry. We're out.
So conversation. Flattery.
Sure. Study the use of cavalry in battle, as well as the costs and benefits of traveling with large animals. Study the effect of a strong hierarchy on military organization and the ability of troops to respond to changing situations. Communication across an army can be difficult. Disrupted signals can lead to chaos. Study famous battles, the disasters and the mistakes which created them, and the turning points in larger conflicts and why they made a difference.
You had a very busy morning.
Learn that flattering comments have the best impact when kept short. Gushing makes people feel awkward, especially if you do it all over their carpet. Man has been convicted of murder by strangling of his wife. What did she say? Not deny the act, but request a pardon that he might be set free.
So,
Demons made me do it. Everyone knows the power of magical beasties. They used me, twisted my fingers into chains. Wife found me screaming. She tried to shake me, and the chains wrapped around her. I need the priestess to bless me, make me clean again.
Execute him.
execute him.
The queen does not have time for this.
Not only did you come into my court, or
You
as a
should be
murderer,
hanged as
you keep
deterrent
your
to
bad
future
story.
criminals, lest they claim to be usurped by demons. Pressure is almost there.
Yeah.
Well, no, because we didn't learn heathen magic.
Okay, so we got one more strategy to max that out.
Court manners.
Sure.
Yeah, take that.
Study the concept of defeat in detail and how an army can be destroyed by crushing small parts one at a time, rather than attacking it all at once.
Nothing more to learn about.
Study rules for formal dining, including the proper utensils for different dishes. As the queen, no one will comment on your mistakes, but they will notice them.
Oh,
We are now pressured. We have a bonus to athletics and faith, penalty to conversation, history, and economics.
Okay.
oh, we can actually do roll demeanor now.
We can.
So
We get bonuses to faith.
Yes, we do
Yes.
have bonuses to faith
that's a
currently.
faith, divination,
Sure.
and then royal demeanor or something.
Presence.
Presence.
Yeah.
Gotta project that air of authority.
Yep.
I like our pressured face, by the way.
Yep.
One of my favorite expressions on
Taking
LD.
shit.
Dropping your favorite plate is bad luck. A statue spontaneously shattering is a bad omen.
Or a sign that you're being sniped.
You practice wearing the royal regalia and looking at yourself in a mirror. Young as you are a queen of the blood. You are your mother's daughter. You are a force to be reckoned with.
Only a queen of the blood for 3 days out of the month. You-
Fabian,
Fabian!
the Earl of Titan and Duke Regent of Elath, has passed away. The control of Elath in doubt, it falls to the crown to make decisions. Young Lord Adair will not reach his 15th birthday for over 2 years. He requires a regent. His stepmother, Aris, the Duchess of Lilla, has petitioned that the boy be left in her care. This would, however, leave her in personal control of 2 neighboring duchies, which is generally forbidden. Almost the entire eastern border. I don't know anything really bad about her, though. Boy does have a living grandfather, the Earl of Ishtar, or you might appoint an unrelated noble to act in his stead. Earl of Ishtar suggested another possibility. You and Adair are both young, but not too far apart in age. He requested that we accept the boy as your future husband and keep him here at the castle. So do we leave him with his stepmother, giving her roughly control of the
that's not
whole
gonna
eastern
happen.
border? Do we send him to his grandfather? Do we marry him? Or do we send him over to our uncle?
Which uncle?
I don't know. We have 100 of them.
We have two.
Yeah.
It was only off by 98.
We have the certainly not evil one who came to visit us with his certainly not evil wife
Yep.
and family, and then we have our dad's brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's send him to the grandfather.
Well, I won't be okay with marrying him. He's 2 years younger than us, so he has no power anyways.
Yeah, we don't get enough out of it. I want an entire another kingdom if we're going to marry someone.
There are no more kingdoms. We are the kingdom.
There are other kingdoms.
There are other kingdoms.
Yeah.
Talas is another kingdom.
Fair
Nova is very small now.
Yeah.
We are made up of a grand total of 11 duchies. There are other kingdoms that used to be part of the empire of Nova.
Fair enough. Send him to his grandfather.
Send him to his grandfather.
Given him to the Earl of Ishtar.
Indeed.
Malik Ishtar. Darth Leathertush.
We change to...
Yes, we are depressed again.
Back to breast.
So we have expression and animal handling, penalty to royal demeanor, conversation, and athletics.
Okay, so back to horses. And, we have penalties to intrigue right now, or are we good on intrigue?
No, we are good on intrigue.
Internal affairs.
Learn about caring for horses, grooming with different brushes, and keeping hooves free of stones. Learn about the different pieces that go into saddles and bridles, how to check for signs of wear, and how to equip and adjust them on a horse. Maternal uncle's wife, the Countess Nyx, claims kinship to the old Merva line and originally asked her mother for title of the duchy. However, no one could verify her lineage. As a compromise, your mother created her brother Duke of Merva.
Just out of clay.
Yes.
A musician who wants crown patronage, which means money.
Well, she's clearly important. She has an actual portrait, like a lot of other people.
Dabbled in musical styles from many countries, can entertain your guests and lighten your evenings.
Oh,
Failed foreign intelligence, we did learn intrigue. They can be often used as secret agents and messengers.
Okay, now the question I have, because we've seen multiple ones where there are multiple checks associated with them, does that mean that you can pass either of them and get these success?
There are different dialogue boxes that trigger from the different ones. So if we had passed both of those, we would have another dialogue box for the foreign relations,
Okay.
and then this one.
yeah.
I'm losing these two.
I shall accept her as a court musician.
I say reject her.
Play Freebird.
Doodly doodly doo.
Let's attend court.
We apparently learned that everyone in the kingdom is an asshole.
They're still depressed.
Yep.
Falcons again. And, so we continue doing, foreign intelligence.
Sure.
Yep.
How are we not dead?
Learn about the fragility of hunting birds and the years of training necessary to develop mastery. Luckily, your royal falconer does most of the hard work for you. Learn about the hood and leather jesses, how and when they are worn, and how to keep them maintained and oiled. The domain of Shungia, across the sea to the west, has been steadily increasing in size, and now controls a wide range of coastline, as well as most of the navigable rivers. Receive a letter from Lord Adair. Extremely formal letter for such a little boy. Thank you for your wisdom in allowing him to live with his grandfather, who probably dictated every word he wrote.
Let's attend court again. Get yielding up. So we're still depressed.
Yep.
So dogs.
Dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd just keep doing foreign intelligence.
Alright.
Yeah.
Learn about dog grooming and the most common diseases and injuries that dogs suffer from. Then the standard commands for working with trained hunting dogs and retrievers. Drop it! Drop it! Drop it!
But unlocks a new outfit.
Yep. Political disruption in Tombula in recent years has caused a disruption in their chocolate production, which is the benefit of Nova, particularly the Duchy of Kigal. Since their recent revolution, Tombulans have twice begun gathering troops on the Novan border. Both times their camps were struck by fierce storms and earthquakes, and they decided to give up on the idea.
An omen! Is this Crusader Kings 2 all of a sudden now?
Don't think I didn't think of it.
Oh boy.
I won't inflict that on people.
What's our...
We are yielding now. So we have a bonus to royal demeanor, history, and faith. We have a penalty to weapons and a skill we can't train.
Okay.
We also do have our hunting coat.
Oh. Yes.
I think the military one's probably still more useful, but...
Not particularly.
like
we're,
We're still
already,
maxed
we're
out.
already
We
maxed
can't
out
go
on
past,
military.
Oh, okay.
100
Yeah.
on them.
Never mind that.
Okay. So let's do... So what do we have bonuses and penalties to now?
We have bonuses to royal demeanor, history, and faith.
Okay, so let's do some history.
Yeah.
We want foreign affairs.
All right.
And we can do royal demeanor.
Yeah, royal
so-
demeanor.
So, presents.
more presents.
Yeah.
All should fear the queen.
So the relationship of Nova and its nearest neighbors. The borders have been mostly peaceful in recent years, except for the problems with Ixion to the south. However, trouble may be brewing in Piraeus as well. Stare at yourself in the mirror and practice focusing and transmitting energy with only your eyes, turning the intensity of your gaze on and off at will.
Well,
Good job, guys.
It's fine. If we're alive, that's what's important.
crossbow. Wow. That
There's a
was
lot of
useful
crossbowing
information.
going around.
We didn't know.
That's true.
Yep.
But apparently we did.
Apparently her memory works afterwards.
Clearly we blame the Earl of Ishtar. Send our armies. Put the entire earldom to the sword.
I'm going to blame no one. Meg is a little bit war happy.
Look at our military. War happy is what we should be.
Sure. Till literally the 10 other duchies turn against us for being an ass.
Yeah.
Then we don't have a military.
Pshaw.
Blame no one.
Delay.
Yeah, delay.
Any thoughts, Krampus?
Name a Novan heir.
Damn straight, it's our fucking duchy.
Jesus.
A random commoner!
We are not going Caligula with this run. We'll go Caligula with another run. My horse!
Doing a child of the Duchess of Lola.
Look, she's got children to spare. We can pick at least one of them. Makes it to rule.
Put all the victims to the torch. Oh, good big eyes.
We are depressed again.
Okay.
Expression in animal handling, penalty to royal demeanor, conversation, and athletics.
So let's keep doing foreign affairs. That seems important.
Okay.
Let's do expression, actually. Instrument. This is obviously going to be useful.
Sure.
Sure. 4 years ago, the Duchess of Hellas tried to foment an insurrection in northern Ixion, just over the Galban River border. Not only did that fail, but in retaliation, Ixion pushed troops into southern Marie. Tombula, to the north, underwent a peasant revolution shortly after you were born. The nobles either fled or were killed, and the new rulers have so far refused to establish official diplomatic ties with Nova. While they are not friendly, neither are they enemies, at least not yet. By the way, there's an important note. Those people we drove out of southern Marie were there because our aunt's a fucking bitch. Tap out chiming dyads on a glockenspiel, learning the basics of harmony and rhythm.
Six Glockenspiel, yeah.
I have more unpleasant news.
Fuck them.
Oh.
Well, we're not going to that. That's a trap.
Yeah, we should be fine.
Send our regrets.
No, fuck you. We're going.
We have important things to do.
Like what?
not
Continue
leading the
screaming
army.
at peasant.
We're not leading the army.
We should
Just
be.
sending them. That's right, we could be.
We're back to yielding, so we have bonuses.
Okay, so
Royal
let's get
demeanor,
back to
history,
royal
and
demeanor.
faith.
More presents.
All right.
And more intrigues. We have boost to that. Probably more foreign intelligence.
This is where we die.
Practice using different styles of breathing in order to feel more energetic and to let that energy surround you for others to share. Plant your feet in a strong stance, imagining that you are a tree, deeply rooted in the earth. You can feel that power within you and know that you will not be pushed aside. Pirates are once again operating out of Orcus, although they are currently sticking to the northern seas and no threat to Nova. However, if they turn to slave raids, the Boralians may be quite vulnerable.
So we have to get out of there.
Subskills are capped.
Until our things are 25. Oh, we got shot by an arrow.
And failed baffle method.
Ooh.
Yep.
Oh, we're dead.
So every death has these cute little vignettes.
Just like that, everything seems like it's going well. Shot by an arrow. Dead.
To not survive to reach your coronation. No one would have to go home without her. Doesn't have to end this way. Make different choices, train different skills, and Elodie's star may rise again.
Right then.
Like, sometimes death's like a big thing. Sometimes just like, I got shot with an arrow. Didn't have battlefield medicine. You're dead.
Yep.
Been sent flowers by a woman.
Yes, she only sends those if you dance with her. There are a lot of achievements.
Right, round 2.
Yep.
Poisoned a chicken.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Skip a few chapters, Vicar.
Played before.
All right.
And we're currently depressed.
Yeah, we start. I think we start out depressed, no matter
Yes, we always start out depressed.
Right, so all in on expression.
Yeah, sure. Voice. Decoration.
Nature of beauty. Looking around at landscapes, objects, and people and comparing their aesthetic elements.
What is removed?
Afraid. We have bonuses to agility and faith, penalties to royal demeanor, weapons, intrigue, and military.
Right, let's do some faith.
Divination.
Divination and lore. Going all in.
Actually,
Let's go for agility, actually, and not die to random assassination or something.
fine.
I mean, we'll still die to random
Oh, we're
assassination.
going to
will.
die to a lot.
It's not an issue of dodging it. It's an issue of not eating poison or not being exploded by a fireball or... let us stay.
Yeah.
We're going to wizard this time.
Courtly wizard. Just like our mother before us.
Where's our, Second Juliana? Take some shit of lore.
Because we didn't hyper focus on lore from the beginning. Why would we have?
Because we could have been.
Princess Guinevere and the Jewel Riders. Okay.
Right. So are we still...
Stick with
Yes.
divination.
We are
So-
still afraid, so agility and faith.
I say we're gonna need some lore if we actually want to do this magic shit. We gotta know stuff.
That's
Do we have a penalty? Oh, no, we have bonus too.
Yeah, we have bonus to faith right now.
yeah. That's it.
I'd say lore and meditation.
Well, I'm overriding one of those because we're still doing reflexes.
Okay.
Alright.
Flexibility. Actually, dance is probably...
No, we're
dance.
doing reflexes
Oh,
specifically.
reflexes. Sorry, I thought you were just
Okay.
talking about agility.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, practice the jump rope to increase the speed of your footwork. Practice solo tennis, hitting the ball against the wall repeatedly in order to train your hand and your eye to react. You can now play,
play
sports
sports.
on the weekends.
Sports.
It's not what we got before. Because they left immediately last time.
The Duchess of Ursel.
Hold still.
Yeah, soul
Yeah,
still.
wholesale. Yeah. Ooh.
Well, let's talk to our father, because we need to get our crystal.
So we're still afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More divination.
Sure.
Medicine.
Herbs. We didn't do any herbs last time.
I think we'll go with poison, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we focus enough on poison.
Read about well-known signs of bad fortune. Wells turning sour, dry lightning, strange fish caught in nets, malformed babies being born, and so on. That's just thalidomide.
These are some very sick babies.
No. She's
Is there an investigation thing down there? Oh,
That's sports.
That's sports. She gets us angry.
No, we keep yelling at our dad.
It's a goddamn crystal.
Your mother was a witch and she died for it, and I kind of.
Let's do some
I don't know what
meditation.
to do with that shit.
We're still,
Yes, we are still
Yeah.
afraid.
might as well get everything that to 25 so we can actually level things up plus 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we have? Agility is the only other thing we have a bonus on?
Uh-huh.
What are we penalized on?
A lot. Royal demeanor, weapons, intrigue, and military.
Actually, let's start doing history. Do history and do foreign affairs. That seemed to come up a lot last time.
Yeah.
Practice assuming a sitting position that allows you to be relaxed, tranquil, without being so relaxed that you are likely to fall asleep.
God fucking damn it.
What?
It's meditation. What do you want?
It's pretty.
Yep.
Oh, I can't bug our dad anymore. Okay, let's do some more lore. And we're bad at intrigue right now, or are we neutral at intrigue?
You're bad at
Bad
intrigue.
Novan history.
Yeah.
Kings and queens of Nova have all been lumens for centuries, but in modern times, magic is only used for ceremonial occasions and the direst of emergencies. Long, long ago, the continent of Borealis was ruled over by a single witch king until a rival line of lumens challenged for the crown. The resulting war went on for 100 years with powerful spells that damaged the land so badly that even now, no plants will grow.
Magic is bad, yo. Dad!
Yeah, then, so Nova was the center of a great empire, spanning the length of the western coast as well as a few island territories.
Nothing bad can happen if we climb up and look over the hedge.
Should probably just call the guards.
I called the guards.
Gods! Let's try and break into the treasury.
We are now willful, so we have a bonus to intrigue, military.
That'd be good
and
if we
lumen.
actually get Lumen. Let's start doing some intrigue, though.
And probably some military.
Foreign intelligence.
Yeah. Military.
Careful, we know this road goes.
You're right.
Analyze on royal demeanor?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Most moods penalize you on
No,
royal
if we want
demeanor.
good world demeanor, we need to get yielding up.
Yeah.
Because yielding has positive
Right.
world demeanor.
Right. So naval strategy.
Or about Krakens.
There are Krakens.
Oh,
Excellent.
I can't talk to her again, so we can at least try and get to the treasury again. Nope.
Our accounting presents are terrible, so
We're still.
It's going all right, Hunter. How are you doing tonight?
What's our mood right now?
We're still willful.
Okay.
Intrigue, military, lumen,
Yeah.
royal demeanor, history,
Yeah.
economics.
So let's keep on. I would say keep doing foreign intelligence.
will we cap it?
No, not yet.
50 is the cap.
Yeah.
It has to be 25 for others to go than 50.
Right. So more naval strategy.
Sure.
Okay.
We've actually only died once, somehow. Despite me letting these guys run by committee, it wasn't until I actually forced a death that we died.
I noticed.
No reason to force a death.
Strictly speaking, I thought our archery may actually have been high enough to survive that. Because that is the first check, is actually an archery check.
Yeah, we didn't have much archer. We only had like 2 points. Or 2 times
Yeah, we
drained.
only did it like 2 times.
With bonuses the second time, we were at like 30. That's actually pretty decent. You don't need to get a fucking 100 and everything to... Yeah, we still don't know shit about the economy.
Okay, let's keep trying to break into the vault.
Well, no, we can keep slamming our head against it. We're only going to be angry and willful. We need to get a bonus that allows us to learn one of the 2 skills that'll let us into the treasury.
That's
Because those aren't changing.
So we're now depressed. So we can do expression and animal handling.
Let's do economics.
No, expression actually has presence. But yeah, let's do economics anyways.
Oh no, royal demeanor. is
Royal
presence.
demeanor has presence.
Oh, it's relevant.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do economics though. Accounting,
Okay.
because that's one of the things it checks for that. Double accounting. Yeah, sure.
Learn how to use an abacus and then directly into...
Direct calculations.
Direct calculations using written numbers.
Instead of an abacus. We figured out how to use an abacus. Now we don't need to. Ooh, still good at military. I don't. We're not good at negotiating.
Yeah, we're
It's
still not good at
pretty rare battle.
negotiating.
Oops. All right, let's try and.
We're not good enough yet.
No.
We're now willful again.
Yeah, the problem is when we fail doing it, we're
Yeah.
punished for doing so.
Oh, do we have penalties economics?
Yes.
Ah,
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Might as well do some more intrigue then. Internal affairs. And.
What else do we have bonus to?
Military.
Sure.
And Lumen, but we don't have our crystal yet.
Uh,
Logistics.
yeah.
'Cause we need to get things 25 or 150.
Okay, so one more logistics. We probably still a couple.
Oh, we lost more soldiers that time.
Yep, we weren't as good at military.
Yeah.
Let's sit on the throne so we can get yielding up. Or we can yell their father again.
just talking about Ixion.
Yeah.
We're angry now. We have a bonus to weapons and military. We no longer have a penalty to economics.
So let's do more economics then. Some more accounting. And yeah, double accounting.
Yeah, we won't hit 50 yet because we don't have
No.
bonuses. We may hit 50, or get close to 50 off of this. Study mentally the controversy involved in charging interest. According to the Druids, one should always return more than one is loaned, or else the debt gives no value to the world.
Those are about 44.
Yeah. Study bookkeeping and the art of notating incomes and expenditures, as well as how to determine the amount of funds a solvent business needs to keep on hand in order to continue functioning. Keithong.
Giant hole cat. I would say we just do the court to get a bunch of yielding points.
We're depressed again.
Yeah. But we can still do do economics besides accounting. So trade or production. Trade and production.
Even the smallest of villages has a central market where locals can trade what they've grown or made with others who have different skills. Sunset Bay off the coast of Duchy Mazumba is a great prime location for fishing.
Mazumba!
Hi, Talarist.
Still politely declined.
Yeah, still politely declined.
I don't know what you guys have against him.
It's a pederast.
She's literally of marriageable age. It's medieval times.
Principle of the matter.
I don't care if this is the medieval times rescue.
Because of times you can't go fucking 14-year-olds.
Look at another playthrough. Once we inevitably die in this one to poison or a rat
I
through
do.
the
I
heart
still do
or
court. Could shift our mood.
spontaneous bone exsanguination.
Still depressed.
What is our mood?
Massively depressed.
We have to get rid of
And
it.
very pressured.
Yeah.
We actually just need to get rid of the depressed part. That.
Yeah, that again. Then we can start getting accounting up higher.
Individual peddlers travel between villages and cities, some on foot with packs and mules, others riding horses or wagons. Sometimes different wagons grouped together to form a caravan. There are now farmers in the Duchy of Marie rotate between fields for raising crops and fields that lie fallow.
Oh, we gotta do effort.
Yep. Blah, blah, blah.
Put it to work.
Yeah, let's put it to work.
You're kinder this time. That's a bit excessive. So we need to get...
Yeah.
Aha!
Excellent. Business.
More accounting!
Business, business, business.
We can actually do more accounting now.
Yes, because we are above 25.
Yeah.
Learn about the concept of diminishing returns, a point after which spending more on a particular project failed to improve it as much as previous spending did. Study taxation and learn about how past monarchs demanded too much and drove peasants to ruin in order to collect it. Other monarchs demanded too little and drove whole domains into ruin by lacking the funds to sustain and defend them. Study the standard operating costs of the domain's military and the amounts needed to commission new ships and soldiers and sites.
I think we probably have enough to...
More than likely, especially with the outfit.
We know shit all about birds.
Yep. Alright, let's get our crystal.
Yep.
Business, 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 business. Is this working? Yes. Yay!
We have our crystal now.
Alright, excellent.
We're still depressed, so we have expression and animal handling as our boosts.
What's our penalties?
Royal demeanor, conversation, athletics.
I say we do history, foreign affairs, and intrigue, foreign.
Sure.
And foreign intelligence.
There's That's where we find out that our aunt started shit,
Yeah.
cost us 1,000 soldiers to fix.
Yeah.
She's an idiot.
Festival of the Good Lady.
Okay, we suck at this, so we're just not attending.
Kevin's pissed off about the trial.
Yeah.
Fuck him anyways.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Congratulations, we're now a magical girl.
Yes!
Wow. Popping a squad again.
We're also pressured.
Right, let's get some faith going then.
Lumen.
Oh, we have bonuses to faith right now.
Ah.
I do lore and divination. What's our divination at?
31.
Actually, do meditation and lore.
Yeah.
So that'll put him up to everything over 25.
And had it long ago, a horde of Yeveni on the back of tentacled monsters rode into the Valley of Mead, laying waste all on their path. Conquest was only halted when a Lumen raised a great flood to drown the invaders. Legend says that the island domain of Melini was once a single island instead of a cluster, until an invading Novan queen raised a terrible pillar of fire that shattered the land into pieces.
Yeah, it's like lore seems very heavily also tied into
To Lumen.
to Lumen stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the faith outfit.
Yep.
Yep.
No, we're not good at anything.
Yeah.
Make religion excuse.
Be less of an ass.
Yeah.
Maybe I won't poison
We
her.
can also now actually visit the treasury, which gives us willful. It's a thing we
What's
unlock.
the snack sure.
It's angry.
We can get rid of Svangry.
Yeah.
And yes, we have our priestess robe.
Yeah, priestess robe. Do you want to start doing Lumen stuff?
Yep, sense
Sure.
magic.
Sense magic and resist magic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you feel the magic? Oh, you must be really strong.
Increase our
for
awareness,
force.
our own thoughts and emotions. More difficult to mind control us.
Oh, this is gonna be a train wreck.
Someone younger than us?
Let's go with someone scandalous again.
Yeah, we don't need to do scandalous again. We already got the.
I say younger.
Sure.
Yep. So we go and grab a dare. That kid, you guys got murdered last time.
He should be fine.
I didn't get him murdered. I wanted to take him to Osirmaria.
Look, we can make what once went wrong. Whoops.
We suck at all this. We've known this already.
Yep. He still compliments us because we still saved his land.
Yeah.
We're too angry to do court things.
We're still angry.
More magic.
We're
Yep.
pressured, not angry.
Oh, pressure.
Wield magic and sense magic.
Yeah. Because we.
Mao.
Lightning. Small mass magic. A feeling of power outside yourself.
This is not going to work.
No. Not by you, you bitch. Probably noble plots, realistically.
Or assassins, because
Or
there's tons of those, apparently.
Not really.
Foreign threats.
Yeah, I'm going with double plots, I think. Megan
Yeah,
said
noble plots is
right.
realistically the biggest issue.
Yeah.
The nobles are all assholes.
Not wrong.
So some resist magic and some real magic. Put us
Yeah.
on balanced across the board.
Yeah. Magic field through your health, blocking outside and touching your mind.
But only when we think about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cast white laser light. Banish shadows.
Learn to wield an absolute monarchy field.
Oh my
We're
god.
good at accounting.
Or great at accounting,
Yeah.
We still have 9,995 gold Lassie and 28 silver to Lassie available for special projects. Can't imagine any reason that you would need to spend so much. You could afford to lower taxes.
Yeah, it's lower taxes. Makes people happy. What is our mood?
We're still pressured.
Yeah, like what other thing like can we get out of pressure is super high?
Yes.
Yeah.
And just shift to something besides pressured.
So, more sense magic in the mornings.
Yeah.
And then...
I'd say more lore. Let's
Okay.
find something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, magic can solve all of our problems.
Yes, but we need to know lore and we know to deal with the
Yep.
magic.
At the height of the Novan Empire, all the major dukes and duchesses were lumens, and they conquered their enemies with beams of light and terrible summoned monsters. The monsters eventually broke loose, killing their captors and destroying the old capital on Kothar Lake. The resulting chaos shook the Empire. 200 years ago, a great force of darkness covered Nova, threatening to wipe out all life in the domain. It took the self-sacrifice of the Queen and her complement of lumens to defeat that doom. Only the Duke of Ursul refused to join in the defense and therefore survived.
See, that's important information. We probably can't trust people of Ursul. Oh,
We do feel some kind of magic around this guy.
Partial success.
Yep.
I've seen that before.
We're going to summon
summon
Juliana.
Juliana.
Yeah, we're...
No, let's wait for her.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Bam!
More chains.
Shines! Okay.
Oh, we actually tried all those skills too.
Yeah.
Yep. There were a number of saving throws, we just failed all of them.
Yes.
So as you can see, you
Yes,
now
choke
choke
on
on magical chains.
Hey, we were able to get our crystal earlier. We might have been able to get a higher resist magic.
We did transform into a lumen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Didn't get any other achievements.
No.
I think we're actually probably going to call it here for the night, just because
Yeah.
it's only about half an hour left in our normal stream time, and we most likely would not make it to another death unless we intentionally did one. Thank you all for joining us again. We'll be back on Saturday with more Sakura Wars So Long My Love for the Subaru chapter, and on Sunday with more Super Robot Wars T. Both of those are going to be around 2 p.m. Pacific, and then we'll be back on next Tuesday with something figured out.
Yep.
Yep.
So thank you all again for joining us. Have a good one, everyone.
Yep. Bye, everyone.
Train your lumen.